Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Diplomat's Desk. I am your host Shah. Over the past few weeks, a strange confusion has spread online. People are watching night videos of commandos, police cordons, sirens, and simulated blasts. And they are also seeing headlines about an AI tool called Gandiva, linked to an India's intelligence data grid. Then the internet merges everything into one scary story. Gandiva's secret operation, Gandiva is population control. After this, only 119 crore people will exist in India. Let's slow down because there are two separate developments in India right now that sound almost identical. First, exercise or called Operation Gandhi, a physical counter-terror preparedness drill led by elite forces. Second is Gandiva, an AI-driven intelligence query and analytics tool inside NATGRID. They are connected only by a similar sounding name and the broad theme of security. In this video, you will get a complete factual breakdown of both and exactly how the online confusion happened. First, exercise Gandiv. This was described in reporting as a large multi-state counter-terror readiness exercise conducted on the intervening 9th of October 3rd and 4th, 2025. The exercise was carried out across multiple cities with location commonly mentioned including Varanasi, Chittorgarh, Pune, Jammu. The goal was not to respond to a real attack. The goal was to rehearse a realistic terror incident environment under controlled conditions so agencies can test the entire chain of response. Scenarios described around the drill included hostage rescue in complex environments, neutralizing bombs and IED threats, handling armed intrusions in public and private spaces, and readiness for high-risk CBRNE style scenarios, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and explosive response planning. What made Gandiv stand out was its scale and synchronization. Multiple cities, same night, parallel pressure. This is not about theater. This is about stress testing readiness under overload. Now, why India runs these drills? The real lesson behind is counter-terror preparedness is not about cinematic visuals. It is about what happened in the first hour. In real crisis, the first hour decides whether an area is secured quickly, whether civilians are evacuated safely, whether ambulances can move, whether the right information reaches the right desks, whether command authority is clear, whether rumor is spread faster than the official communication. Drills like Gandiv exist to test a brutal question. If multiple incidents happen at the same time, do we coordinate or do we collapse into a confusion? That is why a multi-city drill matters. It tests real-world friction, communication overload, competing priorities, scarce resources, and decision-making under uncertainty. Now, what happens inside Gandhiv-style drill? Here's the operational logic. Step 1, a fictional incident is triggered. It could be a hostage situation, it could be an IED threat, it could be an armed intrusion in a transport hub, it could be a multi-location scenario. Step 2, local police respond first. They secure the area, they control crowds, they manage evacuation routes, they establish a command point. Step 3, escalation decision. If the simulated threat is beyond local capability, specialized units are activated. Step 4, elite forces intervene in the simulation. Teams rehearse entry, clearing, neutralization, and extraction. Step 5, multi-agency coordination is tested. This is where drills either succeed or fail. Radio and control rooms, permissions and access to surveillance feeds, medical, triage readiness, traffic management routes for emergency vehicles, who reports to whom, and how quickly the chain of command becomes unified. Step 6 is after action review. This is the quiet part and it is the most important part. Every delay becomes data, every confusion becomes a documented gap, and every gap becomes training and policy change. That is the real purpose of these drills. A major reason confusion is spread is the word operation. Some local coverage and social posts use operation loosely for drills, but the core descriptions matches a preparedness exercise, planned, simulated, coordinated, and reviewed. So Gandiv is a physical readiness drills. Now we shift to our second topic, Gandiva, which is digital, not physical. Gandiva is described as an AI-driven intelligence query and analytics tool integrated into NetGrid. Here's the simplest way to understand NetGrid. NetGrid is a secure system that allows authorized agencies to connect and query data across multiple databases faster, so investigation don't depend on slow manual requests across disconnected systems. Gandiva takes this further by adding advanced analytics, faster lead generation, AI-assisted pattern recognition, and improved single-point querying. One widely described capability is identity and entity resolution. For example, if investigators have a suspect's image, the system can help match that identity across relevant records like identity linked databases, registration data, and verification records to speed up lawful investigation workflows. Another important concept described around Gandiva is that these data requests are categorized by sensitivity, non-sensitive, sensitive, and highly sensitive. And highly sensitive can include financial and tax related information. Also, access is described as restricted to authorized officer and agencies, typically at senior investigative levels, not open access for anyone. So, Gandiva is not a commandos, it is not a drill, it is a digital intelligence analytics layer. Now, we address the viral number 119 crore. This number has been misused online. Here's what it actually refers to. The National Population Register or NPR has been described as containing family-wise resident details at a scale of roughly 119 crore based on older data collection and update cycles. The key development being discussed publicly is that NATGRID has been linked with NPR, meaning identity verification and resident record validation can become part of investigative cross-checking. So the 119 crore number is not a population prediction, a future target, or a claim that India will reduce to that number. It is the reference to the approximate size of NPR resident records that are being discussed in the context of data linking and identity validation. That is the entire truth. If someone claims after Operation Gandiv India will become 119 crore, they are taking a database scale number and turning it into a fear narrative. Now let's discuss the mature debate, not conspiracies but real policy concerns. Systems like NetGrid plus AI-driven analytics can deliver benefits: faster terror investigative and investigation support, quicker mapping of criminal networks, better detection of suspicious financial patterns, faster suspect identification in high-risk cases. But the same integration naturally raises questions: what oversight exists, what legal threshold apply, how access is audited, what prevents misuse, what safeguards protect ordinary citizens. So the credible way to discuss this is a balance. Security capability plus strong governance, not hidden agenda but strong oversight. Here's the viral confusion pattern. Show commandos visual from the drill, mention the AI tool's name without explaining it's separate, drop the 119 crore figure without context, add phrases like secret plan or they won't tell you, let fear do the rest. Your job as a creator is to break that loop, define the two terms, separate the two developments, anchor the number correctly. Now let's zoom out. The physical track more drills like Gandhi. Expect future exercise to expand into drone threat simulation, coordinated multi-location drills. CBRN is response planning, rapid hospital search coordination, smarter public evacuation protocols. Now, the digital track NetGrid plus AI analytics becoming standard infrastructure. As data integration increases and AI tools improve, investigators will get faster pattern recognition and cross-linking. That creates two parallel futures: improved security capability and increased need for privacy safeguards and transparent oversight. A mature democracy learns to manage both. Let's lock it in. Exercise Operation Gandiv is multi-city counter-terror preparedness drill, a physical stress test of response systems. Gandiva is an AI-driven intelligence query tool inside NetGrid, a digital analytics upgrade. And 119 crore is not a future population claim. It refers to the scale of NPR resident record discussed in the context of database linking and identity validation. That is the reality. So if you like this breakdown and if you found this helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this one. See you in the next.